At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747.
Tonight on News 46, Relax. Massage by Cassandra cut their red ribbon today.
And a fire prevention seminar at the Pahrump Nugget.
And a Contour Entertainment presents the Phase 1 report to the Town Board. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, October 12th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Angelique Stefanelli in for Rhonda Van Winkle. For News 46, All-American Fire gave a demonstration and training class today on how to properly use a fire extinguisher. The class was held at the Pahrump Nugget for Nugget team members to recognize Fire Safety Week.
Well, you know, Ken Young, who's with All-American Fire, does our hood servicing here. And through communication with him and our Director of Property Technology, Tony Curto, we got together to bring our team members out to learn more about fire safety and how to correctly use a fire extinguisher in case there's an emergency on property. Tony and his team work very closely with Ken and his team to make sure that, one, we follow all the regulatory rules that we need as far as our hood cleaning, but also to advise us on anything that may become a danger in the future. So the two of these guys get together, and being this is National Fire Safety Week, decided to go ahead and have Ken come out and do this little presentation so that we make sure that our team is prepared and ready in case of an emergency.
Have you had any instances in the past of fires breaking out and due to good training someone knew what to do, or have you been blessed with no incidences?
Well, you know, in a kitchen, in a commercial kitchen, there are incidences, and you know, we're pretty good as far as our preventive maintenance, making sure that the grease is being maintained as far as not building up and in the corners and the crevices. And of course, you know, we have baking soda, salt on the areas to be able to make sure, you know, the quickest thing is prevent maintenance, is to make sure that the area stays clean and ready to go, and to be able to teach our team in case there is something that we've missed or is there an emergency, we train them properly, and that's part of what we're doing this week.
Tony, anything stand out in today's training that maybe you didn't know before or that you would like to impress most upon your team members?
Yeah, there's been a few things. One of them is knowing the proper fire extinguisher, identifying the fire, to properly put it out. In the kitchen, of course, one of the quickest ways is to put the lid on that pan if it's on fire and so forth. How to properly use it seems like a simple common sense thing, but when the adrenaline's rushing, sometimes you have a problem thinking straight, and taking that second to step back and think your way due to training such as Ken has provided helps out quite a bit.
And the folks who are present here today, do they then get the education out to the rest of the team members?
Absolutely, absolutely. We always share all our knowledge with each other. We are a huge family, a big team here, and we make sure everybody has as much information on everything we learn as we can.
Very good. All right, Ken, this is Fire Prevention Week, and you've given us some really good demonstrations on the different types of fire extinguishers, how to use them, when to use them. For the people at home, is it an easy thing to find and pick up, or do they have to go to an extinguisher distributor such as yourself?
There's a lot of places that you can get a fire extinguisher. Retail stores in town sell fire extinguishers. If you need one refilled, A1 National Fire and All-American Fire, we can refill your fire extinguisher. Check your fire extinguisher regularly to make sure that the gauge is in the green and it'll work when you need it. Check your smoke detectors. Periodically check them this week for Fire Prevention Week. Check them every time you change the clocks with daylight saving.
Well, the Pahrump Town Board was presented with Phase 1 of the final report by the Vercitas Group and Contour Entertainment. This is a non-action item. They completed a final report on the possibility of a theme park development in Pahrump.
So this is the basic sort of overall plan of elements. This is intended as a structure upon which to build. By the way, the sort of green oval to the right is just characterized as event space. The idea would be that this has some frontage, if you will, along there with the infrastructure. It's easy access, and of course there's plenty of land beyond this. But the idea is this structure allows you to fill in those other light green blank spaces with additional attraction development. As success grows, as the project proceeds, then you can add and grow the project. And then of course radially you can draw spokes out beyond this and you can continue to grow it to a large destination resort as the market proves itself and it all moves forward. So basically that's sort of the overall structure of what we would propose as an appropriate first step. This is just a sort of rough zone plan, the purple being the hotel, then going around counterclockwise, the water park, family entertainment center with the Top Shot driving range beyond that, then the RD&E area, retail, dining, etc. So that's another thing people, by the way, repeatedly ask for is more restaurants. You have some very nice restaurants here, but you have 4 or 5, and so people go to the same ones all the time. And we all pick our favorites and go back to those restaurants. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, and not here to suggest that we're going to take away from Tomasino's or anyone else. They're great, and they'll be just fine. With more people coming, believe me, they'll do better business. Then continuing around from the blue at the center there where the RD&E is, the right is the think tank check-in station, and then the miniature golf and the event space as zone.
And on the Board of County Commissioners' agenda was the discussion, deliberation, and possible decision regarding a contract for medical assistance to individuals who meet financial and medical eligibility criteria and is budgeted from Fund 231, a dedicated medical indigent.
Health, Human and Services, action, discussion, deliberation, and possible decision regarding a contract for medical assistance to individuals who meet financial and medical eligibility criteria and is budgeted from Fund 231, Dedicated Medical Indigent.
Mr. Chairman, this has been a contract that's been bouncing back and forth on agenda items. This is the 50-50 match program. The state is not paying any portion of it this year, so it's basically falling on the county. We had a lot of concerns about whether or not we would have the medical indigent funds to provide this service. A lot of other counties have objected. There's been negotiations. What we've now have put together in the agreement that you have with you is the fruits of all of the negotiations going on with the counties. I will point out that what this does is it has a 90-day termination clause. So if it looks like we are going to run out of indigent funds and not be able to fund this, we would have the capabilities of terminating this contract on 90 days notice. We've also been informed by the state that they recognize the problems, particularly with the rural counties, and they are fairly confident that they're going to be able to have some type of a hardship provision that they're going to do for counties. So I think what I would suggest, if we get to the point where we can't fund it, I think what we need to do is just have everybody understand that they are trying to put together some hardship provisions that we might qualify for that would allow us to continue the program. I wanted you to understand, because the thing is, in voting on this contract, you are incurring a liability to pay for half of the funding that goes to these medical indigents.
Okay.
And again, because normally the state has been paying a portion, that's not happening. You're now on the hook for the entire 50% match with the federal money we're getting.
But we have a 90-day out, and
the state has actually reduced the portion that they were covering and flowed that back to us. And we're not able to exercise a tax levy that would help us to earn that money.
Yeah, yes.
So the way it reads right now is that we're
Obligated to pay.
We're obligated, and we're taking on that liability, with the understanding that is the intent of them, that they're working toward an out clause on that.
The liability that we had with the agreement, the way it was originally drafted, was even when we ran out of medical indigent funds, we would have an obligation to fund it. And that was something that we felt was unacceptable.
Yeah.
And so that's why we were able, to negotiate to basically give us an out if we do run into that situation. We're not mandated to participate in this program. The problem is then that services that have been provided to the medically indigent would no longer be provided. And then what's going to happen? And so again, there is funding for this, through the medical indigent fund. It's just that we can watch it and make sure that we don't have any excess liability other than what you normally would pay.
Further discussion? Call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
May I ask?
Passes 4-0.
All right, folks, we're going to have much more local news coming up right after the break, so please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Cassandra Becker wants to help you feel your best. She has been a massage therapist for several years and has cut a red ribbon this morning with the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce.
I want to thank everyone for coming out today. I'm here at another ribbon cutting. We have one of our brand new members. I'm here with Cassandra Becker. She has a business, Massage by Cassandra. And we are here on Pahrump Valley Boulevard, right off of Calvada. And she has wonderful rates, and she's right inside here at the outer U. So come on in and get a massage. And at this time, we'll cut the ribbon and just say thank you.
Thank you.
This morning here on Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Calvada was a ribbon cutting with the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. We're going to introduce you to Cassandra Becker.
Very exciting. I'm very excited to be part of the Pahrump Chamber of Commerce and be recognized in the community. We're at the corner of Pahrump Valley and Calvada, my office, and I'm located inside the outer U. My phone number is 910-1739. Massage that I offer, I call my massage a non-invasive deep tissue massage. I use hot stones in my massage, and it helps to warm the tissue so it's not quite as painful as an invasive deep tissue massage.
And a little bit about your history with massage licenses or certifications.
I'm nationally licensed. I studied in New York at the Finger Lakes School of Massage in Ithaca, upstate New York, and I'm also licensed in Nevada as well.
And I see you have a special $50 an hour. What does that include?
That is $50 an hour is correct. I also offer packages. You can buy 6 for the price, or you get 7 for the price of 6. So it equates to even less than that, which is like $42 or $3 an hour. That's for ongoing work. A lot of people find that they like to get massage once a week, sometimes every other week, sometimes even once a month. But it's nice to just have that as an option.
Is this a great gift to buy somebody?
It's such an amazing gift, the gift of relaxation. It's great. In fact, packages you can even give as gifts. You can share them with your spouse or for the holiday season as well.
What a wonderful thing. So you're in the outer U here on Pahrump Valley Boulevard. You have a little room in there?
I do. It's in the back hallway, and it's a very serene space. It's great. It's great for relaxing. People fall asleep even.
How many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 7 years.
Yeah. And different ages or any age, even children?
Actually, I even have children clients, and I think my oldest client is 93, so age isn't really a factor at all.
What hours are we open here?
I'm open, I always say. I work 9 to 5 generally, but I take appointments up until 7 o'clock.
Can people just stop on by here, or should they call?
Well, you should always call, because if I'm here, I'm probably working, and so it's easier to get an appointment that way, and that way our time is,
You have a Facebook and a website.
I do have a Facebook. MassageByCass.com is the website, and Massage by Cassandra is in Pahrump is the Facebook.
If you would like to give Cassandra a call, call 910-1739. We'd like to welcome Cassandra to the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Calvada and Pahrump Valley Boulevard for News 46.
Well, John Earl and the Boogeyman Band rocked the Pahrump Fair and Festival. Deanna O'Donnell caught up with the band after their set on the main stage at the festival.
Oh, the band? Well, we've been playing together several years and just having a good time. We play some original stuff, we play some contemporary and classic blues, and we play everything from bar mitzvahs to birthday parties.
Fantastic. We had a good time. We got that local guitarist sitting in with us, and everything went great.
Tell me about a little bit of background about you guys' musical history.
Oh man, I've been playing about 34 years or so and been all over the world doing it.
I heard rumors that you were with the Allman Brothers?
Yeah, I played with them a few times.
And how'd you guys get together?
Well, gosh, yeah, Craigslist. No. We met in Las Vegas. Actually, Junior was playing, we were playing together, and Junior brought Chris in one night as a visiting musician friend from back east and said, hey, you got to hear this guitar player. And we put him in shackles and chains and kept him in town.
And some of your musical background?
I've been playing about 52 years. I started in Dallas, Texas.
Wonderful. And yourself?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I started with Sonny Boy Williamson. That was my first band. So
I know that you guys had some CDs out there that you're selling. So do you have any other releases? Is this your first release together, and how can people get it?
Well, we've actually got about 4 releases that we've all played on.
And people can get that online or where?
They can find them at blueslasvegas.com. And that's the Blues Las Vegas website. That's our Boogeyman Band website.
To view the entertainment at the Pahrump Fair and Festival, make sure to go to our website at KPVM.TV or visit our YouTube page.
And the Nevada Department of Wildlife is offering a free Nevada duck stamp for eligible hunters. Hunters who have purchased the current year duck stamp privilege over the internet or from a licensed agent offering the credit card size point of sale licenses have the opportunity to also receive a real lick'em stick'em stamp at the end of the waterfowl season.
And folks, Zach Fuentes updates us on Paul McCartney's weekend wedding held on John Lennon's 71st birthday, and all the top news and entertainment with your entertainment this week.
I'm Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week. This Saturday, Michael Forever, the Michael Jackson tribute concert, took place in Wales. The show featured performances by Christina Aguilera, CeeLo Green, Neo, and host Jamie Foxx. Beyonce Knowles, who recently announced that she is pregnant, also pre-taped a special tribute to the late King of Pop. Jackson's children Prince, Paris, and Blanket, who were dressed in some of their father's iconic clothes, introduced her and spoke about their father. Now, aside from his children, other members of Jackson's family were in attendance, including his mother, brothers Marlon, Tito, Jackie, sister LaToya, and Tito's 3 sons who are known collectively as the band 3T. Michael's siblings, brothers Jermaine, Randy, and sisters Rebe and Janet were not present because they believe that the timing is wrong due to the manslaughter trial that is taking place against Conrad Murray, who is believed to be responsible for Michael's death back in June of 2009. As for the trial itself, things are not looking good for Conrad Murray. Last week, testimonies were given by various witnesses, including doctors and previous girlfriends of Murray. Lately, there have been many rumors that Murray himself may take to the stand to defend himself of the allegations of involuntary manslaughter. Well, Sunday, music superstar and legend Paul McCartney married his fiancée Nancy Chevelle in London. The marriage actually took place on what would have been McCartney's former bandmate John Lennon's 71st birthday. McCartney's younger brother Mike acted as his best man, and a 7-year-old daughter from his marriage to Heather Mills was a bridesmaid. The dress that Chevelle wore was actually designed by McCartney's other daughter, Stella. In attendance amongst other notable guests was the only other surviving Beatle, Ringo Starr. This is McCartney's third marriage, the first being the wife Linda, who unfortunately died of cancer back in 1998, and the second to Heather Mills, which ended in divorce back in 2008. The bride, Nancy Chevelle, has too been married once before. Well, a riot took place on the set of Brad Pitt's latest film, World War Z, in Hungary. Apparently, Hungarian authorities converged on the set after hearing reports that the production contained an extreme number of live weapons. A special team confiscated ammunition and 85 guns, such as AK-47s and sniper rifles, that were only supposed to be props. A spokesperson for the production would only state that, quote, "We are working with the authorities to resolve the matter and have no further comment at this time," unquote. The movie is expected to be released on December 21st, 2012. Well, this weekend saw the release of two major films. Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman, came in at number 1, grossing over $27 million, while The Ides of March, starring George Clooney and Ryan Gosling, came in at number 2, bringing in over $10 million. Last weekend's box office chart topper, Dolphin Tale, was at number 3 this weekend, earning $9 million, and Moneyball, starring Brad Pitt, was at number 4, taking in about $7 million. Coming in at number 5 was the comedy 50-50, which earned $5 million. I'm Zach Fuentes, and that was your entertainment this week.
All right, and don't go anywhere because we're going to have Zach back again with a look at weather right after the break, so keep it here.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. Today we had sunny skies and there was a high of 88, a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Our winds came out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour and our gusts were up to 11 miles per hour. Not too bad, but it was up a little bit from yesterday. The pressure is holding steady at 30.5 and our UV index went down at 4, which is moderate. So that's pretty low for us as far as the UV index goes. Our humidity was at 26% and our sunrise was at 6:48 a.m. The record for today was back in 1950 at 97 degrees. Tonight we're looking at some clear skies, a low of 65 degrees, and winds to come out of the north at 3 miles per hour. Our gusts are looking to be at up to 5 miles per hour, and the humidity is looking to be at 30%. Sunset is expected to be at 6:14 p.m., and our record for tonight was 38 degrees back in 1946. Tomorrow we're looking at sunny skies, once again a high of 89 degrees, going up a degree there, and a low of 64 degrees. Our winds are going to come out of the southeast at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts are going to be at up to 6 miles per hour. The UV index is going to go back up to 6, which is like it has been for most of this week, and our sunrise is looking to be at 6:49 p.m., and our humidity is looking to be at 19%. And for our 7-day forecast, Thursday and Friday we're going to be going from the 80s, and then Friday is going to be the 90s. Saturday is going to be cloudy, just one little cloud there in the 7-day forecast. And we're going to stay in the 80s throughout the rest of the week. Wednesday is looking to be windy with gusts up to 23 miles per hour. And our overnight lows are looking to be from the 60s all the way down, bordering in the 50s there. And today's worst weather was in Roaring Branch, Pennsylvania, where it was chilly and rainy. Back to you, Rick and Angelique.
And Commissioner Butch Boraski is having his second community forum at the Commissioner's Chambers in the Calvada I this Saturday, October 15th from 1 to 3 p.m. For more information, call 775-297-5200.
And Christmas is around the corner, and if you can help donate turkeys, canned foods, gift cards, etc., please call 727-8229 to do so. Help feed families that do not have a Christmas. Again, that number is 727-8229.
Well, the Pahrump Wild West Extravaganza starts this Friday, the 14th, at the Saddle West Hotel and Casino with entertainment on the main stage, up until 11 p.m.
And the 9 Communities Coalition and several churches are in need of help for Thanksgiving dinners. They are looking for 100 frozen store-bought pies. If you are able to help, contact Owen at 775-910-3115.
And it's that time. The Salvation Army is hiring bell ringers. All interested individuals should attend an informational presentation Wednesday, October 12th at 10 a.m. Bring a current photo ID and Social Security card to 721 South Buell Lane. For more information, call 751-6171. And all applicants must submit to and pass a criminal background check.
All right, and on Saturday, October 22nd, the Rotary Club is holding a $10,000 cash giveaway. Only 300 tickets will be sold, and each ticket includes admittance for 2 people with heavy appetizers, 1 drink each, and 1 ticket entered into the drawing bin. Hurry, because these tickets do sell out every year, and for more information, you should call 702-628-7593 or call here at the station, 727-9400, extension 203, and ask for Vern. And folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Angelique Stefanelli.
And from everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night, Pahrump.